off with her head. Ooh, is it the Red Queen? Or no, maybe it's just me, Toni Homeperm. Hey kids, it is me, Toni Homeperm, although I am giving you a very glam, very drag Red Queen look, which I will be using in my upcoming music video, White Rabbit. I hope that you will catch that too. Now the palette that I used to create this look, I've been holding off on using it because I knew I was going to use it specifically for this look. And yeah, it's a little late to the game, a little late for Halloween and all that, but we are using the Lunar Beauty Moon Spell Volume 2 palette. And yes, I know I'm a big fat liar because in one of my recent videos I said that I wasn't going to buy the palette, and here she is. What can I say? Truth be told, one of the very first videos I saw that reviewed this palette, I wasn't impressed with the swatches. I think it was Karen Harris's video. But then I saw Angelica Nyquist do a video, and when she did the swatches, they looked incredible. And I was like, ugh. I was torn, but you know, I said I have the volume 1, and I really like the volume 1, and I know if I don't get the volume 2 and then it's gone forever, I'm going to regret it. So I went ahead and I ordered volume 2, and here she is. And of course, if you've seen any of my past videos, you would know that I just love the volume 1, especially for the packaging. It's one of the most beautiful packaged palettes in my collection. The volume 2 is no exception. Very similar style. Graphics are not the same. Of course, this is burgundy and gold. And like the volume 1, it comes in the sleeve so that it looks just like a book. And here it is. And it is beautiful, very beautiful. The gold edging there, the beautiful back. And of course, when we open her up, I want to blind you with the mirror. The beautiful, beautiful color story. Very red, very purple, pink. Which, I mean, those, especially purple, pink, very much my colors. I don't really use red that much. This was unusual for me. Although, I don't think a lot of people really do use red, pure red, like this one, that much in everyday eyeshadow looks. Even for drag, it's like I don't really use red that much. But for special purposes like this look today, it did come in handy. Okay, now I did go ahead and swatch the whole thing for myself, so I am going to throw those swatches up on the screen for you right now. Now when I swatched it, I did divide it in half. The top 2 rows on the top half of my arm, the bottom 2 rows on the bottom half of my arm. And so as we go across, we have Agatha, Luna, Mildred, Myrtle, Misty, Alex, Cameron, Sally, Jillian, and the very bright red Willow. Then the bottom row, we have Louise, Zelda, Hilda, Grams, Freya, Maggie, Mel, Macy, Queenie, and Marie. Okay, so those are all the swatches, and as you can see, it's swatched really nicely. Everything was very pigmented, and I can't say anything bad about the swatches. Of course, we all know swatches don't always tell you the full story when you're applying it on the eye, but I think you can see from our finished look, there's quite a lot of pigment in this palette. Now, if you like videos like this where I take a palette and I create a drag look, then please consider subscribing to my channel, and all you have to do is hit the subscribe button down below. So without any further ado, I say, why don't I rewind the camera back in time and show you how we created this Red Queen look using the Lunar Beauty Moon Spell Volume 2 palette. Stay tuned. Okay, and we are back. Eyebrows have been glued down, base foundation set, and I did some new eyebrows, and I used the palette to do those, and I used, I don't want to blind everyone with the beautiful mirror. So, what did we use for the eyebrows? We used some of Sally. We used some of Cameron. We used some of Queenie and some of Marie. So 4 colors to do eyebrows. Mainly because I thought Queenie was going to lay down darker than it did. It just didn't give me enough depth, so that's why I had to jump over to Marie. And I don't think the eyebrows are too bad today. I mean, they're definitely close cousins. Certainly not identical sisters. So, the look we're going to do today, I'm doing a video for my song White Rabbit. I meant to do it for Halloween, but Halloween was just too crazy. Too crazy. So, it's going to be a very red purple look, which this is the perfect palette for that. I wish I had been able to get this out sooner. Everybody's probably done all their videos on this and nobody probably cares, but so what? That's not why you're here. I think you're here because you want to see me create a drag look with this palette. So that's what you're going to get. So I'm going to start by going in with this color Freya on the inside of the eye. Let's see what happens. Okay, pigmentation's pretty good. No complaints. So let's put Freya down on the inside with both eyes. Just a little bit of kick up in the pan, which does not bother me, but if it bothers you, might be something to consider. Okay, I'm not worried about this being perfect right now because it's going to be a lot of going back and forth and blending. Okay, now I'm going to go in with this very red Willow. Willow from Buffy the Vampire Slayer. Oh, I loved Willow. Buffy the Vampire Slayer is still one of my favorite shows of all time. Okay, she's very red. She's very red, which is what we want. Are we seeing a lot of difference between Willow and Freya? I don't know if we are. Curiouser and curiouser. I don't know if I see much of a difference between Willow and Freya on the eye. I thought Freya would be lighter and Willow would be more scarlet. I'm not unhappy with them. I'm just like, they just seem really similar on the eye. I just thought there would be more of a difference, but oh well. I took Willow a little further out on the eye, and I think let's go in now with this darker purple Maggie. Okay, now Maggie is darker in the pan than Willow, but I don't know if it's coming off as darker on the eye. Just keep building her up. Okay, Maggie built up nicely, but I do want some more depth, so I'm going to go in with Marie, this black. I'm not crazy about the fact that it's a black with those little glitter particles, but I don't know. I've yet to find a formula where those glitter particles really stick around. So we're going to use it to deepen up. Okay, I don't like that brush for doing that. I want something a little more like that. This darn tape won't stick down now. Okay, that gave me a nice effect. You can see the difference, once I added some of Marie to the edge there as compared to there. So let me finish doing that on the other side. And we're going to go back and forth and keep blending these out. And then we'll see where we're at. Stick around. Okay, and I'm back. I did some blending, and I just went ahead and cut the crease because there's really not much of interest for you to see that. And even when you're cutting the crease, I mean, if it's not perfect, don't stress out about it. I mean, you can always go back in and touch up. And so if you are doing a cut crease look, it doesn't have to be perfect on the immediate application. You can always work with it. Of course, this is a very exaggerated cut crease because it's for drag. So what I think I'm going to do is on this area that we've cut the crease out, I guess I'm going to go in with the purples. And I'm going to start with, because I got to blend out this dark edge, we're going to go in with this color, Macy, this very, very dark purple. And let's see what we get with that. And let's try this brush. Okay, that looks pretty good. Okay, now from Macy, I think I'm going to go in with this color, Hilda. Of course, Hilda, that's Sabrina's aunt. Okay, I think that's good. I'm leaving this area right at the top blank at the moment because I think the lightest purple is going to go there. I think. And our lightest purple, I think, is going to be this color, Jillian. Okay, I don't feel like I got a lot of difference between Jillian and Hilda. Same way as I felt that I didn't get a lot of difference between Freya and Willow. I mean, they're not bad colors by any means, but I just don't feel like I got the difference in depth that I wanted, that I thought I would get in my mind. Just saying. Okay, we're back, and I kind of had to do some things off camera, so I do apologize for that. But I was struggling a little bit with getting the look where I wanted it to be, and I just ended up doing it off camera because there was a lot of thought processes involved and hemming and hawing and all that, and it's not something you want to watch. Trust me, I don't even want to see it myself. Also, my husband was nice enough to run out, and he got us a breakfast sandwich to share, and my Dunkin' Donuts coffee, because you just can't get through the day without coffee. I'm sorry. So I had to have some of the coffee, and we don't have anything on the lips right now, so it doesn't matter if we eat or drink. Once the lips go on, it's a whole different story. Okay, so just to go over what I did do, after I had set down those shades, which of course was Macy, Hilda, and Jillian on the inside of the cut crease area, it just was looking too mid-tone, not enough definition. So I went and I took this color, Agatha, which is a pale shimmery pink, but it's really more of a topper shade. I don't think it's really one you could just use on its own. So I put that all over the violet colors, and then I realized it was still not enough definition. So I went back in and reworked the upper eye and made it darker, more intense, mainly using Queenie, Marie, the black tone, and more of Willow, the red. And generally, I prefer the cut crease area to be, a lot brighter, very close to white. But this is the palette that I'm using, and these are the options that I have. So that's what I went with. So we need to work on the under eye area, and I'm going to use a small brush for that. This is a crown brush, and I don't know if you're familiar with crown brushes, but crown brushes used to be the maker of Morphe brushes. I don't know if they still are, but Morphe brushes, when they first started, were private label, and Crown made their brushes, and Crown actually still private labels brushes for different companies. I mean, if you wanted to market your own brushes with your name or company name on them, you can use Crown brushes. They'll do that for you. So just wanted to point that out. Okay, I guess you know what? Let me get rid of this tape, and let me see what happens once I pull that off. I might have to touch up. So hold on one sec. Okay, tape is off. I just had to do a little bit of touching up, and okay. So we're gonna go in with most of the colors that we used on the top of the eye. So a little bit of Marie right there at the edge. Oh, I also did a little bit of liner. Forgot to mention that. And of course, for that, it's our Chaotic Cosmetics. I think it's the Super Stay eyeliner. I forget the exact name of it, but I'm going to put the link to that down below. It's like the best eyeliner I have ever used. I don't make anything of telling you that. even though, as I've said many times, AJ, the CEO, is a very good friend, but I don't get anything from you buying his liner. Oh, and we're going in with Willow the Red. I just feel it's, honestly one of the best liners I have ever used, and I have no problem with telling people that. It's very long lasting. My allergies they are acting up today. Oof, let me tell you. Nose is runny, eyes are feeling a little runny. So as I was saying, that liner from Chaotic Cosmetics, great, great liner, one of the best I've ever used. And if you're looking for a great liner, I highly recommend it. Okay, I think I'm happy with that. I'm just gonna do the same thing on the other eye and finish the face and come back to you with a finished look. Okay, we'll see what happens. And we're back. And here we have it. My Red Queen look that I created today using the Lunar Beauty Moon Spell Palette Volume 2. What do you all think? Well, I am feeling very, very red. I wasn't sure if the look was gonna come out the way I wanted it to, but I'm pretty happy with the results. Normally, I do not wear hair this long. Why? It's a pain in the neck. I don't like wigs this long. So I'm going to be doing my music video with this wig and look. And then after that, I told my husband, I said, cut that wig and restyle her, because I am never going to wear this style again unless it's for something very specific like a video. So enjoy it while it lasts, because it's not going to last long. Now, of course, I know you're all wondering, what did we do to complete this look? Well, of course, there was a lot of work done on the eyes. You saw most of that. Unfortunately, some of it I just needed to do off camera to try and figure out how to get the look that I wanted. But then, of course, there was my normal drag contouring and highlighting. And actually, I used the color Mel from the palette to do my face contouring. And I also used this color Cameron as my blush. It worked really, really nicely, at least on my skin tone, as a blush. And also this color up here, Agatha, I have that on the cheek as my highlight. I hope that you can see it there. I have to be very careful how I move my head, otherwise the crown's gonna go a-flying, and we can't have that. We can't have that. So, but yes, I did use Agatha as a highlight, and on my skin tone, it works beautifully. Which is not surprising, because I think I'm probably pretty close to Manny MUA's skin complexion, so it doesn't surprise me that a palette that he created is so suitable for my skin tone. Okay, and what else? Well, I used a little of my NYX, not sure what this is. I think it's a retractable lip pencil. I used that on the waterline. I've never done red on the waterline before, but I figured Red Queen, let's go all out. And on the lips, I used my Too Faced Melted Matte Lipstick, and this is the color Lady Balls. How subtle. But let's face it, with a red lip, you're not gonna be subtle, and I knew I wanted a red lip for this look. So that was everything that I did to complete the look, which I have to admit, I'm very happy with the final product of what I created. I'm happy with the look. So what can I say about the Lunar Beauty Moon Spell Volume 2 palette? Well, all in all, it's a very good palette. I didn't really have any difficulties with the shadows themselves. The only problems I came across, as usual, is just trying to make things work specifically for drag look, a drag look that I like. Now, all the colors were very pigmented. They were very blendable. I really didn't use any of the shimmers. I think I used a little bit of Luna, the pink shimmer, on the very inner corner, but not really too much. It was mainly the mattes, and the mattes all worked really good. And of course, Agatha, I used that over the mattes of the cut crease for a little sparkle. And I'm happy with the result. Now, I've been using shimmers from a lot of indie companies lately, such as Chaotic Cosmetics, Pinky Rose UK, Makeup Pharmacy, and compared to those shimmers, the shimmers in here, they're more of a drier shimmer, not as buttery flaky, and that's the kind of shimmer that I prefer if I am going to use a shimmer. Not that there's anything wrong with these shimmers, it's just that they're not that type of shimmer that I prefer. I certainly could do another look and incorporate the shimmers. I didn't use them today just because they weren't necessary for the kind of look that I set out to create. So all in all, is the Lunar Beauty Moon Spell Volume 2 palette drag worthy? Is it Toni HomePerm approved? Yes, it is drag worthy. It is drag worthy. I was able to create a very beautiful drag look that I'm happy with, and I'm of course giving it the Toni HomePerm seal of approval. And I'm very happy to have Moon Spell Volume 2 join her sister palette that I have, the Moon Spell Volume 1, in my collection. If you enjoyed this video, please hit the like button down below. And if you want to see more videos like this from me, well then you've got to hit the subscribe button and the notification bell to let YouTube know, to let you know when a new video comes out. Of course, you can also catch me twice a month on the internet variety show Naughty or Nice, which I do with the horror diva Alexis Flame. All the details for that are listed down below. And don't forget my weekly podcast, God'll Get You for That, Walter, the review show that I do with Tom Cat. We watch episodes of the 1970s sitcom Maude, and we discuss it, we laugh, we make jokes, we have a good time for an entire hour. Think about it. All the details for that are also listed down below. Well, that's all I have for you today, kids. Of course, you will be seeing this look in my upcoming music video, White Rabbit. I hope that you will give that a watch and a like. And of course, I look forward to seeing you in my next video. Bye-bye.